When you first open the app, you'll be greeted with a login screen. Inside of here, you'll need to enter in your email address and password. If you already have a normal PDI login, this email address and password is separate from that PDI online login. Your email address and password combination is specific to each campaign. So if you were previously a canvasser on a different campaign, this combination will be different. If you do not know your email address and password combination, please contact your field organizer to obtain that information. If you are a field organizer and are unsure of the Canvasser creation process, please review our video on Canvasser creation. Once you have entered in your information, tap the Login button. Once you sign into the app, you'll be greeted with the My Assignments page. Inside of this page, you can see all of your currently active assignments. At the top, you'll see the name of the assignment. Below that, you'll see the name of the project that assignment belongs to. Then at the bottom, you'll see the number of voters in that project, as well as how many have been attempted, houses and the number that have been attempted, and the expiration date of the assignment. If you tap on the Get Directions button, this will pull up the map application on your device and provide you with directions to the first address in the assignment. If you do not see any assignments in this page, this means you do not currently have any active assignments assigned to you. Please contact your field organizer for assignments. To open up your assignment, tap on the white portion of the box. This will bring you to the Street View page. Inside of the Street View page, you'll see a list of all the streets within your assignment, all in alphabetical order. Tapping on the street will expand the street. Inside of here, you'll see a list of all the addresses within that street. For each record, you'll see the individual's name, age, gender, vote by mail status, and if it is enabled, political party. In some cases, you'll see records with asterisks next to the records and other records not having asterisks. Any individual with an asterisk in their record is part of the target group. Any individual without an asterisk is not part of the target group, and instead are just other remaining individuals in a household. For the house records, you can see up to 4 different colors. Green means that the house has not yet been attempted. Yellow means that the house has not yet been completed. There is either an individual who has been marked as not home, or someone has not yet been canvassed. Red means that the household has been completed, and purple means that the individual requires a follow-up survey. Tapping on a household will open up the household record. Inside of the household record, you'll see a list of all the voters inside of the household. Each voter will have their own color coding. Inside of this page, you'll see an additional field that says VTS-a number. This field will tell you how many elections that the individual has participated in out of the last 5 statewide elections. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can see a section for polling places. Note, this section will only display if polling places are currently available in your account. To begin the canvassing process, tap the Begin Survey button. Depending on how the script has been set up, you can see multiple things. If the survey does not have any survey question associated with that section, you will only see text, followed by a Next button. If the segment does have a question, you'll see multiple question options there at the bottom of the page. Inside of here, you'll tap on the response of the voter. If the question has been set up for a multi-answer, you can tap on multiple options. After you make your selections, tap the Next button. Depending on how the survey has been set up, you might also be able to skip the question. If a question is skippable, the Next button will be activated before ever making a selection. We will continue this process until we've reached the end of the survey. The last button you'll see in the survey is the Finish Survey button. Tap that button to end your survey. Once a survey has been completed, you'll have an option to either canvass the rest of the individuals in the household or mark the remaining individuals as not home. You can select either of these options. If your project does contain household observations, you will see a pop-up featuring multiple household observation options. If you did decide to continue canvassing the remaining portion of the household, you will be brought back to the household page, where you can complete your canvassing. At the top of the page, you'll see 2 additional buttons. The first button is the Not Home, mark all voters in house as not home. Tapping this button will mark all members of the household who have not yet been canvassed as not home. If you would like to mark the entire household with another non-contact option, you can tap the Other Options button. This will present you with a pop-up window of all the various non-contact options you can designate to an entire household. After you selected your option, tap the OK button. If you would like to add additional information to a voter record or mark an individual voter with a non-contact option, you can tap on the More Info button. If you would like to mark the individual with a non-contact disposition, tap on the Disposition button. Make your selection there in the pop-up, followed by tapping on the OK button. If you would like to enter in a comment in the individual's record, use the Add New Comment text box to enter in the comment. If you would like to view previous comments made in the individual's record, tap the View Full History link. This will bring you to a page that features all of the individual's comments. If you'd like to enter in a new phone number for the individual, use the Phone text box to enter in the phone number. Note, this phone number is for landlines. If you would like to enter in a cell phone number, use the Cell Phone text box. If you would like to enter in an email address for the individual, use the Email text box to enter in that email address. Once you're done making changes, tap the Save button to save your changes. Once the household has been completed, you will be brought back to the Street View page, where you can continue your canvassing of the remaining households. This app also features 2 additional views for your canvassing. The first additional view is the Map View, which is accessed by tapping on the Map View tab. This tab displays a map and features the location of both the canvasser and the households. The canvasser will appear as a blue dot on the map. The households can be displayed in 4 separate colors. Green, meaning the house has not yet been canvassed. Yellow, meaning that the house is incomplete. Red, meaning that the house has been completed. And purple, meaning that the household requires a follow-up survey. The downside of using this feature is that not all households will appear on the map. Any household that is not properly geocoded will not display here on the map. For the houses that are improperly geocoded, you will need to use the Street View option in order to canvass those individuals. If you look closely at the household icons, you will see 2 different types, one that features homes, and another that looks more like an apartment complex. Tapping on the household icon will bring up a bubble that displays the number of voters in that household, as well as the address. Tapping on that bubble will open up the household record. Tapping on a building icon will bring up the address and the number of houses and the number of people. Tapping on that bubble will display a pop-up screen with all the addresses there at that building. Tapping on an item in that list will bring you to that household record. Once you're inside of that record, you'll canvass that household just like you would any other household. Once you have completed that household, you'll be brought back to the map view. You can filter your map view to highlight certain streets by first opening up a street in the Street View, followed by tapping on the Map View tab. All homes outside of that street will be semi-transparent. All homes in that open street will be fully opaque. The last view is the People View. This view will give you a list of all the voters in alphabetical order by last name. Inside of this view, you'll see the name of the voter, their age, gender, permanent absentee status, and party. Tapping on a record will open up that individual's voter record. Once you have completed that record, you will be returned to the People View page. If you tap on the 3-dot icon in the upper right-hand corner while you're in the assignment page, you will see a special menu. This special menu allows you to filter the addresses you see by odd and even sides of the street. Note that the addresses are not filtered in the People View. You can view the stats of your canvassing by tapping on the Stats button. You can activate Full Survey Mode, which removes the page-by-page script function, which will list all questions featured in the survey. This option also removes any script element. If the campaign has set up the Call Campaign function, and if your device has calling functionality, you can tap on the Call Organization button to immediately call the campaign. Tapping on the Mail button allows you to send an email over to PDI featuring the data that you have currently canvassed. This feature should only be used if your data is unable to sync for one reason or another. We use your default email sending application for this feature. So if this item is grayed out on your device, it means that you have not yet set up a default email app. Please set up your email app, then try to send your data again. Back in the My Assignments page, if you tap on the 3-dot icon, you'll be greeted with some other additional options. The sync option will do a manual sync of your list back to the server, as well as download new assignments. This can also be done just by pulling down the page in the My Assignments page. The Call Campaign button will call the campaign, just like in the opened assignment. If you enable the Call Mode feature, this will activate the calling ability within your mobile app. This calling functionality uses the canvasser's actual phone number and phone service. Once the feature has been enabled, you will tap on the assignment you would like to open up just like before. You will notice that your tab options are limited to only Street View. In this view, all of your streets will be opened by default. Tapping on a household record will open up that household. Inside of here, you can press the Call button to begin calling the phone number. This will automatically begin dialing the individual's phone number on your device. The Call button in the voter record is the individual's cell phone number. The Call House button will call the landline associated with that household. Once the call has begun, you can press the Begin Survey button to begin the survey. Instead of a Not Home button in the household record, you will see a left voicemail button. This button will function just like the Not Home button. The other option in the menu is colorblind mode. Enabling this feature will activate a special colorblind designation mode. Inside of the street view, you'll notice that instead of a singular line on the far left side, it is now a smaller rectangular box. The box at the bottom is green, meaning that the household is not yet canvassed. A block in the middle is yellow, meaning that the household is not yet complete. The block at the top means that the household is red, and that the house has been completed. The On-the-Go feature allows you as a canvasser to create your own mobile canvassing assignments, rather than using the assigned assignments from the campaign. In order to use this feature, you will need to be connected to your wireless network and have GPS enabled on your device. If you do not meet both of these qualifications, you will not be able to generate an on-the-go assignment. If you do have the option to create the on-the-go assignment, and you have not yet created an assignment before, you will see a button down at the bottom that says Canvas on the Go. If you tap on this button, one of two things may happen. If there are multiple projects available for the on-the-go assignment creation, you will see a list of projects in a pop-up screen. Tap on the project that you would like to use to create your assignment. If your account only has one on-the-go project, it will generate your assignment automatically. If you have already created an on-the-go assignment and you would like to create a new assignment, tap on the gear icon. Again, if your account has multiple on-the-go projects, you will see a pop-up window with a list of various projects you can choose from. And if your account only has one on-the-go project, the app will just generate a new one instantly. You can also tap on the Get More Turf button. This will give you additional turf using the current project, rather than allowing you to select between a new project. Once your on-the-go assignment has been generated, you can go ahead and canvas that like you would a normal assignment. The last type of assignment is the voter search assignment. This is accessed in the My Assignments page by tapping on the voter search button. Note, if you do not have access to the voter search function, you will not see this option. In the voter search mode page, you will use the first name, last name, street name, and birth text boxes to enter in the individual's first name, last name, street name, and birth year, respectively. Once all these fields have been completed, tap on the search button. This will run your search. Note, for the street name, you do not have to enter in the suffix. You can just enter in the main portion of the street name. Once your search has been completed, if it has found a voter, it will return a result down below. If your search cannot locate any voters, you will receive a notification message telling you that no voters could be found. When you tap on the voter record, it will immediately open up to the survey. Inside of here, you can complete the survey. Once you have finished, you'll be returned back to the voter search mode page. You can run as many voter search functions as you'd like. Note, in order to use the voter search mode function, you will need to have an active internet connection. If you're not connected to Wi-Fi or to your cellular network, you will not be able to use this function.